Hi guys, I'm Leah and I get to talk with you today about my experience with generosity. When I graduated high school, people were incredibly kind to me. They gave me money and cards and they came and celebrated with me for my graduation party, and with that money I actually bought my first car. And my car had some problems and some quirks and it was kind of interesting, but it was really faithful to me for the time that I had it. And after I got a relatively large item in my car fixed, I remember God just told me, he's like, I need you to give this car away. And in that experience, it was very interesting because that felt so unwise. Like, if you could sell this car for X amount, then you could just give part of that away and then, put the other part of it to X, Y, or Z. And I just remember feeling like I could not shake that feeling. God wanted me to give that car away. And it worked out really well because there was a person who was in need of a car, and I got to give that car to them, and it was great and it was a wonderful experience. But then I didn't have a car. And I remember that feeling of like, I don't really know what to do now. From that point on, I went through, I got a car that I really loved. The whole idea of it was really great. I bought it. I had incredible issues with it. But after I had actually sold that car for $1,500 more than I bought it for, I remember just like praying about a new car because I needed something that was going to be faithful, that was going to start every day. That was a big one. And I needed something that was going to allow me to be who I was called to be without panicking that it was going to die all the time. And in that experience, I remember I prayed for three things. I prayed that it would be under 100,000 miles, that it would be under a certain amount of money, and that it would have leather seats and get great gas mileage. Four things. Those were the things that I wanted. And to be honest with you, through that process, I actually bought the car that I have today, and it was under my price range. It was under 100,000 miles. It had leather seats and it gets great gas mileage, and it has been so incredible. Like, the amount of issues that I've had with it have been so incredibly low. And in that learning experience of like, when God impresses something on your heart, it's very much like that. You have that thing in your hand that kind of works, but God wants to give you something so much better. And even in the process of owning that car that was a real troublemaker for me, I've learned so much and even had some relationships grow because I needed more help than I had ever needed before. And it was really, really incredible just to understand that you can trust God with your finances, and you can trust God when he tells you to do something that takes a step of faith. And so I wanted to read in 2 Corinthians 9, 6 through 8. It says, the point is, whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion. For God loves a cheerful giver, and God is able to make all grace abound to you so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work. I really, really appreciate how this reminds us that when we're sowing seeds, we can't always see. I might sow a carrot seed, but I don't see a carrot when I plant that seed into the ground. I see a seed. I love that this reminds us that we are sowing seeds. And it says to give what you've decided in your heart, not out of compulsion, not just saying, I'm going to throw all caution to the wind, but what you've decided in your heart, what God has instructed you from inside, from your heart, and cheerfully. And so I want to encourage you in this season where generosity is a great focus to have. Let your heart, first of all, decide in your heart. And once you've decided, make sure that you're not giving reluctantly. Make sure that you're giving with a cheerful heart. And to me, that just looks like, God, I can trust you. I love exercising faith in the area of finances because that is one thing that God really did say, test me, and I'll come through. And so this is such an opportunity, you guys, and beyond just knowing that God is faithful, if we have an opportunity to help, let's try to take it. Let's just do that. Let's decide in our heart, and so that we can abound in every good work. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm believing that this season is going to be incredible for you and your relationship with God. We'll see you soon.